What is going on, everyone? It's me, Storm. Welcome back to another Lost on Earth live stream. It's been, what, 2 weeks since I last did a stream for Lost on Earth, so it's been a while, and this stream is a little bit later than I wanted it to be, but it's also better that I stream at this time because it is now midnight for me, so I don't have to chow through some of my daytime data, which I'm kind of running a little bit low on at the current part of the month, but it's still good. And I'll be streaming for quite a while. We're pretty much going to be preparing for tomorrow's update, and I'll also be talking about some of the new things that are going to be coming to the game whilst we do that. And yeah, so pretty much just apologies for streaming this late. But yeah, it's also been about 2 weeks since I actually played the game. I've logged in a couple times just to open up this unknown box. I've opened it up about 9 times, and I got that 1 coin reward 5 times out of 9. The other 4 times I got stuff like, well, I already claimed it, but I got stuff like the, I got 1 rubber, 1 nail, or, you know, useless stuff. I never got a gun. Or even a melee weapon. Oh no, wait, I did. I got a nail board, so that's the only good thing I got. It's free stuff, but honestly, for me, it's not really worth it because that's a 30-second ad that chows through some of my data for 1 coin. It's not worth it. But it's still free, but it's really underwhelming. So let's go ahead and enter in over here. I think the event is coming tomorrow, the Christmas event. So I'm probably going to need just a bunch of food. I have been preparing some bandages. Just earlier today I've been just coming in, putting some of the, geez, I've forgotten what it's called, plant fiber. I've managed to get quite a bunch of cloth over here so that I can craft some bandages and get ready for the next update. I think I only need 4 stacks there to make 20. So let's just craft some bandages while we're at it. Can you get $10 so you can buy some food? I should actually have a look at what the price is for the food chest. Alrighty, there we go, bandages crafted. Oh wait, yeah, I did miscalculate, my bad. I wanted to craft 20 bandages. Wow, there we go. Alrighty, let's put this in here. That's for tomorrow. Now, I've got a decent amount of, well, it's not really a decent amount, it's not that much, but it's enough for tomorrow's update. I've got enough beans, but I don't have any beef jerky left, and I've only got a couple carrots, so I'll probably grab some plant fiber to get some carrot seeds, and I'm also running low on wood. It's been a very long time since I last farmed for that. This is what I've got left, and I noticed that I was falling a little bit low on planks as well, so I'll probably focus on that. I don't think I need much stone. Well, I technically do, but I haven't really used stone in a while. And here we go. I actually wanted to talk about this. I said I'd talk about it in this upcoming stream. It's the oak logs. Now, my bad. I just want to go ahead and have a look at this recipe. So it's 3 to get 1 oak plank. And it's been so long since I last chopped down an oak tree, but if I am correct, it gives you 2 oak logs. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you have to hit like 8 times with an iron axe and then you get 2. I'll just see what you guys have to say in the chat. It's been a while, but I do want to discuss this. Let's go ahead and take a shower. I don't know when I last did that. Sell your phone and then go buy food. I'm right. Okay, so you have to pretty much farm a lot of resources just to farm up the oak logs, right? I said this like 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. It was really hard. It's 10 hits. Alright, so you get 2 from 1 tree. And you need about, I can't remember the exact number, but you needed around 2,000 to 3,000. Well, for my base specifically, because I've got a lot of walls to make. And I've already done these ones, but these ones I did before the requirements were insane. And yeah, I also did this when the level 3 floors, they were also cheaper, but they were made more expensive whilst I was focusing on them. So they also made the level 3 floors a lot more expensive, but the transition to oak planks was a little bit too much for these level 3 walls. And so the developers recently, I'll have to grab up that Ask the Dev column. Where is it at? Here it is. I won't be able to put it up on screen, but I'll read it. Alright, so it was the second question they asked. If you're not going to alter the... No wait, I can actually just put it up on screen. That'd be easier for you guys so that you can read with me. I remember I took a screenshot of it, obviously. Which one is it? This one. I think it is. Hopefully it is. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw this on screen here. Yeah, that should be fine. And I should probably run off the map. I might talk for a while. See, I'm already hungry and thirsty. Right. So the question was, if you're not going to alter the recipe for level 3 walls, could you increase the number of oak trees or the amount of wood gathered from each tree? Because this guy specifically needs over 2,000 planks to fully kit out his base, which is insane. That's just too much to farm. I don't even want to calculate the amount of days worth of farming that is. And I don't even want to recalculate what it's going to take to do my base, but it was just an insanely irrelevant change that the developers did. No one was happy about that for the level 3 walls. It would have been justified had they done this one basic change that I've been talking about for so long, and just make it so that the zombie horde can't break level 2 walls. It's that simple. Then level 3 walls aren't really that much of a priority. Then they're just there for cosmetic purposes. They're just there to look nice. Because you can't have your walls attacked by any other players yet. There's no raiders and there's no multiplayer, so it's just for cosmetic purposes. But the developers still haven't changed that. They've still made it that level 3 walls are the only walls that can stop the zombie horde, so therefore those are the walls that you have to build, right? But the thing is, this is the answer that they've taken this long to come up with, and they say that they're going to be using this Christmas buff during the event. If you eat that Yule log, then you're able to collect more wood and stones for a certain amount of time, which is probably 30 minutes. And logically, it's probably going to be double, and that's still nowhere near enough, and it's definitely not an answer to this issue at all. So it's just that they aren't... If a level 3 wall required like 2 planks, 2 oak planks, then that would kind of be balanced. But the problem is, most players still don't even have a chopper, so they can't even go to the oak locations yet, which means they're still going to have to deal with this zombie horde. And whenever, I'm sure you guys remember when you first started out and you saw that zombie horde coming, you wanted to defend your base, which probably wasn't much. I didn't have much of a base either. I just had like a few wooden walls. So when you're a new player, you want to defend against that, and then you'll have your walls there. You'll build level 1 walls and they'll break through, which is fine. And then you're like, oh, they can break through the walls, so I have to upgrade them. So then the next day, or the next time the new player decides, hey, let's go ahead and upgrade the walls. I've done a lot of farming for all these resources. I'm going to make level 2 walls now, so that they can't break it. They're going to make all those level 2 walls, and the zombies are going to break through them, and all that time's wasted. So all that time's wasted for that new player, and then they don't know what's going on. They're confused. They'll eventually find out, maybe on Reddit, that level 3 walls can't be broken, and yeah, they can't craft level 3 walls because they can't access the new locations. And that's a new player. I'm not new. I still can't access those locations, so I still can't defend against the oldest, one of the oldest mechanics in the game, which is the zombie horde. And it's such a small issue, but it just tends to stack with all the other issues that are in the game, and it's what repels players from this game, which really, really sucks. Oh wow. Okay, that's why I couldn't drink the last bottle. Yeah, I remember you, Shadow Moth. Welcome back. To get the chopper, it's a lot easier now, but I'm talking about ever since they made that change, it was like 2 months of that change just being there, inconveniencing most players, actually all players, except for those who already had the level 3 walls, like some other YouTubers or people who've modded the game. But then again, it doesn't really affect the players who have actually modded the game, because they can get it anyways. Let's go ahead and eat some stuff here. Alright. Oh wait, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I tend to forget about removing the images because I don't have the image that large on my screen, so I never actually see it. So thanks for letting me know. Right. It's just that I really want them to balance that and the other 100 things that need a balance in this game. And it's really not hard to balance at all. They made the simple change to make it harder to do the stuff. They can easily just change that number and make it easier again. And I'll tell you now, it wasn't easy to begin with. I took on the challenge. It was my new endgame challenge to get those level 3 walls around my base. And yeah, I was busy with it, but they just kind of dropped that stone wall, that literal stone wall. It's probably a really bad pun, but I didn't mean to put that in there. But yeah, it really sucks that they did that, and it's deterred my interest. It's brought my interest back when they referred to this problem with Yule logs. I mean, seriously, you can now get double. There we go, problem fixed, guys. No. Alright, so I need to get some wood, and I need to get some plant fiber for the carrot seeds as well. So I'll have to probably craft some hatchets. And just let me know if the music is too loud or not. I'm gonna try this. Because it might be a bit loud for me personally. Alright, let's go ahead and craft 3 hatchets here. Put that there. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to need some armor, just basic armor. Here we go. Should be good enough. Still have the mysterious hat. And then I'll need a spear, which of course I'll need some wood for. And then I think that's all I need. I'll just need to bring some berries, but those are all the tools I'll need. Wait, berries are here. Here we go. I've got my graphics set to high. I saw with the recent update today that the graphics on low they look worse now. So it seems that the game might perform better for low-end devices that use low graphics. I could be wrong, but I personally didn't notice a single performance difference. It still has that low frame rate and those frame spikes that happen. I'm probably just going to head straight in here, and then I'll probably head down to the green area and then go straight back there. Or I'll see. How's the chopper holding up? It's holding up, but without the gas tank, as usual. When exactly did they release the gas tank? I'm actually just going to have a look for the exact video that I made. I'm gonna have to scroll down a little bit further. Oh wow. Yeah, I've made a lot of live streams where I try go for that gas tank and it just never happens. So it was just over 3 months ago, about 3.5 months ago, when it came out. Yeah, it's been a while. And I've been playing the game for about 4.5 months. Yes, I think so. I could be wrong. But that's a long time, and I know I'm not the only one with that bad luck. But then again, I'm probably one of the only players that still play the game with that bad luck. But I will say, I'll be honest, if I wasn't doing YouTube like when I used to play Clash Royale a lot, when I just had enough of the game, I would uninstall the game and I'd stop playing it for about 3 months or so. And then I'd come back to it when I feel refreshed. But I've decided not to do that with Last Day on Earth. I've considered it, of course, but I do still want to support this game, and I do still want to play the game for you guys. The only thing is, I don't have much passion for this game anymore because the developers don't seem to have that passion. It seems more than ever before that they're just in it for making money, which is of course their job, but they're not doing their job, should I say. They're not they're not obliged. I'm setting off every single zombie. They're not obligated to make a game that we want, or to bring features that we want, but they have to keep their promise because keep in mind, probably the main reason why you guys played this game and why I played this game is because I read on Google Play what the game has to offer. It had clans, it had multiplayer, you could build bases together, you could strategize, you could do so much in this game. And that's what the game said it had. And here we are 6 to 7 months after the game was initially launched on the Google Play Store, and it doesn't have any of those features. Like, what? I'm pretty sure it still says that it has multiplayer, and it has clans, and it has this and that on the Google Play Store right now, 7 months later. Now sure, the developers did clickbait the game like a clickbait YouTuber would clickbait a video in order to get more views. They got more downloads. The only thing is, they still haven't brought anything that they're supposed to bring to the game, and that's of course why most players have stopped playing. And it really, really sucks. And of course they do bring updates every now and then. The only thing is, when they do bring updates, they're underwhelming. Because the dev team did increase in size, it's what they did say 4 or 5 months ago. And after they increased their dev team size, they started putting less content out as well. That just doesn't make sense. There's just so many things I could go on and on about that just really, really shouldn't happen with a game like this. Because the main reason why I pick up and play a game on the stream, not on the stream, the main reason why I pick up a game and play it on the channel is because I put it out here to share it with you guys, because that game has potential. An insane amount of potential. And that's why I stopped playing Clash Royale, because that game was just, it wasn't getting anything new that it needed. And so Last Day on Earth came around, and I was hooked because this game had way too much potential. It was innovating, it had everything I was looking for in many aspects on the mobile platform, and I was really excited for it. And I saw what it said it had, or what it said it could have on Google Play, and that's what brought me in, because I was like, there's no ways that they could actually do something like this, and it's just out of nowhere. And that's why this game got like 30 million downloads in just a few months. So it's crazy, but at the same time, like, the developers just, they're treating it like, oh, we just get a little bit more money. They're not treating it as an actual gamer would and try flourish that game. And pretty much just throw all other mobile games straight into the trash and just be like, Last Day on Earth is the best mobile game hands down. Try compete with this. But no, they haven't done that. And 95% of the player base, or not really the player base, but 95% of all people who have downloaded this game have probably stopped playing / uninstalled the game because of all these small things. And it really, really sucks. And it's also why I've started with Vainglory, but Vainglory has always been a main goal for this channel. I started off with Clash Royale, and the main reason why my channel name is Stormcrown, or not really the main reason, but part of the reason is because it's a Vainglory item that I use a lot, and I was setting some steps for Vainglory when I finally decided to do it. My plans were to do it at the end of 2017, and we're here now. So there's going to be a lot more Vainglory content on the channel, because Vainglory is hands down the best mobile game on the platform, but Lost on Earth had the ability to contend, and unfortunately they've fallen short. It's really disappointing, but the developers can still do it. They still can, but the problem is they've killed the game. The game is dead. There's still people playing it, but in comparison to how it was in the past, it's just an absolute failure in that comparison. Which, it's just a big disappointment. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing the game, because of course this game is still regularly, not really regularly, but occasionally getting updates, and eventually we're going to get that multiplayer. And when it comes out, then we'll be able to start having some more fun, as long as it's balanced. So I guess I'm keeping my hopes a little bit higher there. But the multiplayer has been kind of being narrowed down a bit. Can't find the right words right now, but each time the developers regard multiplayer, they're always being hesitant about it. They're always dodging questions, and they've been providing answers more recently, but they're tending to move towards a single zone for multiplayer. A single zone, guys. Which isn't what anyone expected. It'll just be one PvP zone, and you'll probably be able to play with like between 4 and 8 players. That'd be my guess. Mobile can't handle anymore. Then it would just be frame rate death. But it's just going to be another interesting update. Nothing too special, would be my guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill some more zombies here, because I need to take down the rest of these trees. Okay, let's just heal up here. There we go. Yeah, it's very disappointing when developers do that to a game. But the problem is, this game was pretty much the biggest game of the year. No, I have not seen a single other mobile game perform anywhere near as well as this game has. This game grew incredibly large, incredibly quickly. And when a small channel like mine, I was probably at around 10,000 subscribers, gets like 4,000 viewers on one stream because of a game like this, then you know that game is doing incredibly well. Better than PUBG, better than Fortnite Battle Royale, better than any other game I can think of. Just a semi-Pokemon Go. Full stop. But the developers, they didn't pull a Pokemon Go. They didn't pull a Pokemon Go, and it's not that they weren't expecting it. They welcomed it, and they handled it. The only thing is, they just didn't really seem to bring anything to the game that they were supposed to. So instead of keeping all those players and growing into a massive, successful company, they just said, nah, we'll just take the easy cash, and we'll just tell the people multiplayer will come. We're working on it. It'll come soon. There we go, that's what I was looking for. It's coming soon. Soon, guys. 4 months ago, soon. Raiders are coming soon, guys. I said that so many times. Their favorite phrase is just saying, It's coming soon. But yeah, let's head back, empty out the inventory. Yeah, the devs can learn from their mistakes, but the thing is that it's not one mistake or two mistakes, it's hundreds of mistakes, and many of them blatant. They purposefully made some mistakes. It includes what I spoke about earlier. Those level 3 walls, changing that recipe, that's blatant. That is blatant, and they've done a lot of those. But yeah, I also want to stream some more Warframe again. It's been a while since I last did that, but Warframe is just one of those games that have the hands down the best dev team I have ever found. Period. Warframe is a game built by the players, because the developers, they listen to the players, the developers, they play games, they play the game, and they do what the community wants. And that's why Warframe has flourished better than any other game ever could. And it still needs to grow a lot. And I can't wait for what Warframe still has to offer, because Warframe has more to offer than any other game out there. Period. I haven't found another game that can offer more than Warframe with its potential. Right. I'm just gonna try to concentrate on sorting my stuff here. Okay. Just gonna have to eat first, otherwise I'll just start taking damage. That's happened too many times on streams. Sort this out here, put this in here. We got 10 carrots. And yeah, I guess I'll just drop this in here. What else do we have? We can make some jerky. And the rest of the stuff is just normal junk, pretty much. Put it in there. Oh yeah. Look how many gas masks I've got now, guys. It's a lot. Did they ever put last day in system? What do you mean? Why didn't I do the bunker hard mode? I did, but I haven't done it in a while, and it's not worthwhile. I just make an overall loss in resources. It's not profitable. I mean, it could be if you use a lot of no, just no. I was gonna say bows and melee weapons, but that's not really an option. Unless you've got 10 hours to spend on Lost on Earth each day, sure, then it is. But for most people, it's not. It's just a way for all the old players, like me and other people who've been playing since before I've played. We've got like tons and tons of guns. I'm running low on those guns, but you can still see what I used to have. I used to have a ton of them. And all those players, they still have full chests full of guns. And that's what hard mode's for. To use up those guns just so that you can unlock what, a grenade launcher and a scar. Like what? The rewards never seem to get better. They always seem to consume your existing resources with almost every update that comes out, which is of course a problem. I understand that the devs are trying to balance the game, but the thing is, multiplayer is supposed to be that point where you use those guns. Multiplayer is for those guns. You want to get all those good guns so that you can use them on players, so that you can mess them up and have a lot of fun. You can use them against bosses with your friends when you do co-op, and you can use all your best equipment for that. But then we just stockpile it, and those updates never come, and then the developers tend to just drop updates that seem hard or might be a bit tricky, and then we end up using those guns on that instead of what their purpose should be for. And that's of course a problem. Okay, let's sort out this last item here. Oh, wrong chest. I think it's down here. Yeah. You do it all just for the blind one? Yeah, the blind one does seem to be profitable. He seems to be the only good element that has been added to the game in a very long time. And I had fun taking him on, because I actually felt challenged for once. Of course, I did end up dying against him with that BS targeting system that he had, because I went out of the range, but he still hits you if you're not standing in that arrow that he spawns out of him. So yeah, but he's not too hard, but he was a challenge and he was fun, and we need a lot more of that in this game. Like, at this point in the game, we should have at least 5 bosses, but we should have around 10 bosses. We should at least have co-op by now. The developers have had more than enough time to do that. They've got more than enough, what's the word I'm thinking of? They've got more than enough money to do that, without doubt. Without doubt. I mean, 30 million people who've played this game, they've made a lot of money. Hands down. But they just keep delaying it, and it doesn't look like it's going to be this year. Of course, there's only like 2 weeks left of this year, but I don't think multiplayer is even coming for the second Christmas update. It's looking more like a February update, which really sucks. And I've said that a lot this stream, but it's true. Oh yeah, I was busy reading the comments and then I kind of dwindled off a little bit there. Hard mode you tried once with grade A weapons and then you lost them all. Oh yeah, that was also a problem for many people. The glitches with hard mode when it came out, a lot of people lost almost everything they had with those glitches, especially with those parasites from the exploders. And I can understand that frustration. It's happened to me before. Not from the parasites, but I've been in a situation where I've lost everything that I had. And it's not a nice feeling, but it's even worse. No, I had the exact same feeling, because the game didn't do what it was supposed to. It was glitching out, and it wasn't registering commands. And that's in the same category, where the game just isn't doing what it's supposed to, and then you lose everything because of that. It's really demotivating for most people. Keep streaming Warframe and Vainglory and other games that you like. Yeah, well, thanks. Oh wow. Chat just glitched out. There we go. Don't save your guns, you're just lazy. Yeah, I know quite a couple people that just straight up go just use guns, but I also fall into that category. I've used a lot of my guns over the past, what, 2 months. Instead of just farming like I used to in the past, I'd just see whatever melee weapons I have, like I've got now, and I'll just be like, well, I've got like 40 Glocks. May as well just use some of them as well. I'll get some back, and slowly but surely my gun supply is just getting lower and lower. I've still got a decent amount of shotguns though, because I haven't really used those, but my modded guns are running low. My pistols are running low. My miniguns have just always been that way. And I think this is my second VSS Venturas ever. And that one I'm almost never going to use. I don't know when this is actually going to be used, because that's a weapon that I'm just going to save for a long time. Okay, let's just eat something again before heading out. Take a drink and head over to the green zone once again. I just want to grab some more wood, and then that should be enough wood. And I also need to collect the plant fiber. Just watch. The devs will change the amount of red coupons you'll get from the blind one. It'll only be like 3. Sounds about right. It sounds about right. But it's not entirely correct with what some of the other updates the developers have done. It's more like to compare it exactly is like it just doesn't give you red coupons anymore. Period. It'll give you a bunker Y card, for example. That's about as rewarding as it would sound, and that's something that the developers would probably do. Not with the blind one, of course, but with something else. Let's grab that. Really hard for me to try scroll the chat at the same time because I'm not left-handed. I think it was about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, it was Mr. Falcon who hypes up the game the most for multiplayer. For a little while, when I was still a lot smaller and getting a lot less views, I thought he had some hidden info, or like he was in contact with the devs and had some behind the scenes information about multiplayer, and I honestly thought that multiplayer was going to be very soon, like within 1 or 2 weeks. And that's what it felt like. I'm sure most of you guys felt the same way. Is that, oh, multiplayer is coming pretty soon. I mean, that's what the developers said at that point, and Mr. Falcon hyped it up. Multiplayer was just coming, and then seemed to be a little bit delayed for something. Something might have come up, and then now we're here. 3 months later, still waiting for multiplayer. Yeah, I'm here doing the green zones, grabbing up the resources that I need for food so that I can prepare for tomorrow's update. Yeah, but the other YouTubers that are doing hard mode have either modded the game or dropped a lot of money on it. So like they can buy guns to do it, buy food, and that's fine, but I personally can't do that. And I wouldn't either, because I want to play this game fairly. Hey. I'll actually have to do that, but let me just finish up in this zone and then I'll head over there and grab a free weapon. Oh, Star Snipe? I wouldn't say he's boring, he's entertaining to watch. The only problem is I've had my eye on him since before he even got like more than 4,000 views on a Lost on Earth video. I used to get more views than him. I saw his channel and he had about 310,000 subscribers. That was about 3.5 months ago, which means he's got about 150,000 subscribers in 3.5 months, which is quite a lot. But back then, I saw his channel and I was just like, you're not doing it right, dude. Because I'd see his thumbnails and they all look the same. It's just that massive white curve and the yellow text that you see everywhere on other channels, and just a lot of red arrows. It's like, dude, that's not gonna work. But then he started to clickbait hard, and I can understand it. I can understand why he would do that, because he's put so many videos on his channel, and after he saw that he was getting a lot of views on Lost on Earth, he was actually able to start capitalizing on the game. So for the first time in a very long time, his channel actually had a lot of growth. No, it's probably the most growth his channel has ever had. This game has revived his channel, because he used to get, he had what, 300,000 subscribers, he'd upload at least one video a day, and he'd only get like 5 to 10,000 views. His channel had been on a decline for a long time, and I kind of felt bad for him. I had a lot of respect for him as well, because that is a lot of commitment. He's got what, 3,000 plus videos in his channel? That's a lot. It is a ton. And it's crazy how he's been able to remain committed for so long. But the only problem is, after he started clickbaiting Lost on Earth, he started mulking it. It's the only way to say it. He started mulking it hard, and those views started to affect not only my channel but other channels I'd also watch. He even affected Mr. Falcon, because when you clickbait, you pretty much start to dominate the recommendations, because clickbait is, of course, clickbait. People are going to click on that instead, and once they've had that information, yeah. So I used to do a lot of news videos for Lost on Earth, for any news that came up, and I got a lot of views for it. But then Star Snipe would do the same thing, but he'd clickbait it. And then I'd see as soon as he drops that video, my videos would just stop getting views. Like they'd be getting a lot, they'd get like 1,000 views in 2 hours, but as soon as he drops his video with the same title, very similar title but clickbait thumbnail, then boom, views gone. He gets them all because bigger channel. Which really sucks, and I thought he would do it just to grow his channel a bit, but he's still doing it 4 months. And he's been the biggest Lost on Earth YouTuber for a while. Some could argue, hey, Nick's the biggest. Naked Knight's the biggest, but he doesn't focus on the game. He just plays it every now and then. But Star Snipe is now the biggest. And when you're over 100,000 subscribers, you don't have to clickbait. Because at that point, you're getting enough growth. Just by making good and honest videos, you'll get more than enough views than you need, and you'll still allow smaller channels to grow. And I've seen... What the hell? Wait, did I think I just got confused there. There we go. Yeah, for a second, I was hitting the tree and I saw the roaming zombie health and I was like, why is his health not going down? Got a bit confused there. But, wait, that brings to my mind, when last did Falcon last do a video? Because I've almost forgotten about his channel. Like, I used to watch him almost every single day because he was making genuine, good quality content. He could have made better thumbnails though. Just saying. He could have made better thumbnails, he would have made a lot more views there. And I'm not going to lie, I definitely got more views because of the thumbnails. But the one person who got the most views because of thumbnails was Tripax. He had some clickbait most of the time, but his thumbnails are what brought in those views. He dominated the view train. And there was Boyax as well, but then, yeah, actually Boyax grew very big. I remember I was at 9,000 subscribers and Boyax was at 3,000. 1.5 months later, he's at 30,000. Boyax just dominated. But then his channel ended up getting deleted, and I still don't know what happened there. But he did make another channel now, and it's Resback, and he's starting to get so many views again. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I already checked that. What have I got? I think that's enough. Falcon just started to play Jurassic Survival. Yeah, I've seen most, if not all, Lost on Earth YouTubers are also playing that game. I'm not going to play it, but I might play it in my spare time, but never on the channel. It's just been in my wish list for like a month. But I still haven't managed to download it yet because I'm using my spare time on Warframe, which is currently just the best time to use, the best game to use my spare time on. Because Warframe is just full of nostalgia for me. It's been a game I've been looking for a long time, and its potential just blows my mind every time. And Fortnite is a game I will play eventually, probably sometime in the beginning of next year. Probably soon after I've done pretty much most of the stuff in Warframe. Because when I play an Xbox game, I play it to its fullest. If it's worth playing it to its fullest. You know what I mean? So, obviously I don't mean like getting every single mod in the game for Warframe and getting like to mastery rank 30, for example. Obviously you can't reach there yet, but I don't mean that. I just mean like once I've done everything in the game, I've unlocked all the Warframes and I've done what I could in the game, and then I'll just play it whenever an update comes out. And then that's when I'll start playing some Fortnite. I don't know if I'll put it on the channel though. It's possible, but I don't know if I will. Yeah, I also saw Survival Royale. Pretty much the mobile PUBG. It's also in my wish list, but I don't know if I'll play it anytime soon. PUBG just... It's a game that just can't really catch my eye. It doesn't have... It's not a game with much potential. Like, it's mostly just one core concept, which is a very good concept. It's something that I've personally wanted to play in a long time, but that's all it really has. So once you come first, that's it, you know? So that's why PUBG, I've never played it, and I probably never will. But Fortnite does seem to have a lot more, and I will play it. I will play it, but not within the next month or so. Because I focus on one game at a time on Xbox. Let me just dump all the stuff in here, and then I'm going to go over to that alert. Do a series on Solitaire? Hell yeah. I should probably play some Warcraft 3 for you guys. Frozen Throne. It'll pull in views like there's no tomorrow. 20,000 views per stream. Warcraft 3. OP. Play some Elemental Tower Defense. Warcraft 3 is just a game that I return to like every 3 to 4 months. I'll just return to that game and then I'll just play it. Like, play it, properly play it. Just hours for about a week, or maybe week and a half or 2 weeks. Just solidly just smash that game. Because it's a game that it never gets old. It's very well made, and I really enjoy the community creations. Alright, let's go ahead and wipe this guy out. Oh, okay, he got me good there. Well played. Hopefully there's not another one. Alright, cool. There we go. Got a skull crusher. That might help out. No, thank you. I'll head out there. Yeah, a lot of you have suggested Fortnite, and it's a game, as I've said before, I'll pick it up. Oh wait, what's this? It's the dealer. I will pick it up in a month, 1 to 2 months from now. But I have to finish Warframe first. I can't focus on too many things at once. Yeah, true. Lost Day on Earth is quite old now. When was its exact release date? Let me see if I can actually find that. Okay, I'm not going to find that very easily. But it's still in beta. True. It's just another Daisy. Sadly. Only thing is, there's a lot less people playing Lost in Earth than Daisy. "10 years time it'll still be in beta, gas tank will still remain a myth, and I still won't have it." I don't know if I'm going to do much more farming in this stream. I did get what I wanted to get. So, if you guys want to ask some questions, you're welcome to. Just make sure you say at Stormcrown as usual, so I don't miss anything. The topic Last Day on Earth is dead or is dying is something that I want to cover in a video sometime soon, maybe next week. But I want to think of all the current reasons. I just want to like compile all the reasons why Last Day on Earth is dying and why the developers aren't doing what they're supposed to do. I just want to make like a big video, about 5 to 10 minutes. Not a very, it doesn't sound big, but you can cover a ton of points in 5 to 10 minutes, especially with my kind of editing style. I try to keep it concise and just the most important parts. So I'll probably do that maybe next week or the week after, but I just want to get everything together and then just get that off my chest. Because each time I want to talk about it in a live stream, or I end up making a short video, but then I start rambling on, and then I have to cut that out. But yeah, I forgot about checking the chat here. We've been playing Lost on Earth for 45 months and constantly opening up red token chests, but no luck with the tank. Yeah, feels bad. Are you gay? No, I'm not. I thought I was streaming for a long time. I failed to say that correctly. I'm being very illiterate right now, but I meant to say I'm going to stream. I want to stream for a while, but I didn't mean to say, or I didn't mean to imply just Last Day on Earth. I want to stream some Warframe after some Last Day on Earth. I should have said that at the beginning of the stream, but I guess I had too much on my mind. Do face cam? It's something I will do eventually. If I do manage to save up enough money for that, then I definitely will do face cam. And currently it's looking like it's going to be at the 25k sub mark. Unless we grow really slowly, like at our current rate. If YouTube keeps up its nonsense, which is the demonetization and no recommendation BS that's going on, and continues to screw over this channel, and we grow at like 10 subscribers a week, then facecam might happen at 20k subscribers. But I don't think it's going to be like that for much longer, and with Vainglory 5v5, the channel might get another growth spurt. Multiplayer will definitely be fun in Last Day on Earth. It's something that I came to the game because of multiplayer. I don't play mobile games if they're not multiplayer. Period. I don't. And Last Day on Earth ended up being that exception. I came into it thinking it had multiplayer. I was told it had multiplayer. In Google Play it said it had multiplayer, and that's why I came in. Because with multiplayer you can work together with teams, you can do so much more, and you can have so much more fun. It's not just a solo adventure. And it ended up being that, and I was fine with waiting for multiplayer because there was a lot to do in the game. Especially if you start off the game now, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. But after you've been playing for a month, you've pretty much unlocked everything. And you've already hit the end game. So where it's multiplayer, you know? So that's why I don't play this game anywhere near as much. It's because it doesn't have multiplayer. And it would be really fun if it is in the game. Ever heard of the myth of getting gas tanked by putting 2 logs and 2 stones in my pockets before opening the chests? Whoa. Never thought about that one. Can you buy crates in Lost on Earth from rechargeable Visa? I have no idea. Can I play Dead Ahead? I don't actually know what Dead Ahead is. I'll probably check what it is after this stream. Where's the lamb sauce? Sometimes YouTube just tends to unlist some of your comments. Don't know why. I should play Bullet Force. Oh, trust me, I've played it. Played it about... I played it before I even played Last Day on Earth. I've played it before. Most mobile games, trust me, I've played them. Especially if there's multiplayer in it. But right now, any new mobile games, quote them, I probably haven't played them. Because I haven't been playing much on mobile, anything new on mobile. I've just been doing Vainglory. Vainglory and Warframe. Do I think the update tomorrow will be a good one? Out of 10, how much do I guess? I'm guessing it's going to be a 6. Without doubt. There'll definitely be something that we're not expecting, which could surprise us. It'll seem good, but it won't, like, after a week, it's not going to look as good. But I think the second Christmas update might be a good one. But tomorrow's one, not so much. Got plans for any upcoming collabs? I might collab with Jugando Confreza. Or he changed his channel name to JCF. So I might collab with him. I've spoken to him already, and yeah, he's doing pretty well. And I also might collab with Happy Cyrac. Only thing is, multiplayer of course needs to come. But Happy Cyrac has also started playing Vainglory, so I think he's also on the EU server, so I might actually play some Vainglory with him once he learns to play the game, because he only just picked it up recently. I kind of told him to play the game, but once he's learned some of the basics in the game, you might see a collab coming from me and him, and we might play some Vainglory together, which will be pretty cool. Where do I find multiplayer games? I don't even know. I'd literally search everything. Everything new on the Google Play Store. I used to check that every single day, because I didn't want it to just be Clash Royale. I'd always check every single day, and whenever something was like somewhat multiplayer, had decent graphics, or had an interesting concept, or looked good, I'd download it, I'd try it out, and then a week later I'd uninstall it. And I just kept doing that. And eventually I just kind of stopped. And that's why I didn't get Last Day on Earth straight away. I saw it, but I was just like, it just looks like another one of those games that I'd tried out before. Like a turn-based shooter, or just another one of those zombie games. But it wasn't. It wasn't. Last Day on Earth was amazing. especially when I got it, and it had way too much potential. It still does, but there's been too much time in between that potential. So it's been too far drawn out, and the developers have not shown that they can do what needs to be done. Which really sucks. Once again, I'm saying that. But yeah, I've played Hearthstone. I still have it on PC, and I think I uninstalled it on my phone about 2 months ago, but I still have it on PC. It's been a while since I last played it. I last played it about 2 to 3 weeks after the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion came out. I was really hyped for that, and yeah, I had a lot of fun when that came out, but almost none of my friends really played the game. It was just me, so it's not really that fun, and there's not that much content in the game. It's pretty much just a repetitive grind in ranked just to get a shiny badge. So that's why I didn't play it that much, but I did put a lot of time into it. And it was fun. Just need to throw a lot of money into it, unfortunately. And of course I can't do that. Is Vainglory on phones? It's only on phones, but of course you can use an emulator. And I've 100% prefer Vainglory to any other MOBA. Simply because of how it works. There's no other MOBA that feels like Vainglory feels. That's actually... yeah, full stop. There's no other MOBA that feels like Vainglory. Now you could of course compare it to League of Legends in that aspect, but what I mean is like the controls and the way you play it, how fast and how much reaction time you require. It's just got this skill cap far higher than other MOBAs when it comes to the type of gameplay that Vainglory offers, and I prefer that over other MOBAs. And also the graphics are insane, especially for mobile. And that's why Vainglory is just... it's incredible. But unfortunately, the developers never advertise this game. They don't. Like a crappy game like Mobile Legends has 50 million downloads, but Vainglory, which is a game 10 to 50 times better than Mobile Legends, just has what, 10% of the downloads? It really kind of sucks. I need to stop saying kind of sucks. Those are the 2 words for today's stream. Kinda sucks. Oh, don't even get me started on thinking about the ATV. The ATV transmission would be the next cancer of Lost Day on Earth. That'd be really bad. Battle for Middle Earth 2? Isn't that an old game? It is an old game, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I did get it on Xbox 360, and I played it a little bit. It was quite fun, but I preferred Lord of the Rings Conquest. That was my favorite, especially on Xbox. I could play with it. You could do 4 players on one screen, so I'd have 3 of my friends with me. We'd all play on the Xbox 360. We'd all have our individual controllers, and we'd just jam Lord of the Rings Conquest. That was really fun. How old am I? 19. It's in about 2 years I'm going to stop forgetting how old I am. Yeah, if anything, I highly recommend downloading Vainglory. If your device can handle it, definitely try it out. The only thing that deters players from the game is the connection. If you aren't in a first world country, or if you aren't near the core servers, then your ping is going to be above 100, and when your ping is above 100, the game starts being a lot less. It's a lot less fun when your ping is a lot less. I'm not able to articulate my points as well as I want to, but like for example, from my standpoint, my ping is generally around 200. I'd say that's the average. Sometimes it gets a lot worse, sometimes it spikes, but other times it seems a lot smoother. But with Vainglory, a ping of 200 makes a massive difference. If you had 200 ping in a game like League of Legends, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But the thing is with Vainglory, if you are really good at the game, or if you start to get really good at the game, your reaction time starts getting faster, and that's when you start to notice what 200 ping can actually do to you. And it completely changes the game and it limits you a lot. Where Vainglory is a game where you want to tap, like, in team fights, at least 5 to 6 times a second minimum. You tap really fast. You're doing a lot of commands, you're doing a lot of stuff, and with 200 ping, it's going to not register some of those taps. Or sometimes it'll have like a delayed tap, it would confuse the server, and your character would like run in the wrong direction. Or it would use an ability when it shouldn't have, or it just wouldn't use that ability. And that's where Vainglory falls off. It's because they don't have that global support where you can have like under 50 ping anywhere. Which is the only thing that doesn't make Vainglory, the Vainglory experience, perfect for everyone. But if you're in like North America or South America, you'll enjoy Vainglory a lot if you like that type of game. And with 5v5 coming out really soon, there's going to be a lot more to do in this game. Will I stream PC games? I don't think I will. I'm not really much of a PC gamer. I used to be, but I've come to prefer Xbox. I prefer that controller to PC. I might eventually do like a fun stream where I might stream World of Warcraft. Or, no, not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft 3. Sometime. Maybe when the channel's larger, I'll just have like a fun stream. Just for the fun of it. But PC games, not really. It's possible I might do Warframe on PC, but it's technically Xbox because I play Warframe most of the time on Xbox. Yeah, I do want to see the old bunker come back. It's been too long. I've said many times, I want the old bunker and I want it harder. Full stop. I want the old bunker and I want it harder. Because that's when it gets challenging, you actually have to think and you feel rewarded when you complete that floor. Just one floor. You feel rewarded. You feel like you've achieved something every single time you do it. And that doesn't get old. That's why I could do the bunker. I did the bunker almost every single day. And yeah, I never got tired of it. And I was always getting rewarded for it as well. But then the newer bunker came out. And it didn't really, you know. Can I teach you how to clickbait on your channel? You need subs, you want to hit 1 mil before Christmas? Well, clickbaiting's not that hard, but if you want to hit 1 mil before Christmas, ooh, do I have a tactic for you? It's called it's this very new concept. Very original. It's called how should I say it? Because I haven't really heard of it before, but I think it might be called Funny Glitches, Fails, and Funny Moments, Glitches and Fails compilation / montage. Ring any bells? That's how you get views for a game. No matter what your quality is, no matter what channel quality you have, you can get a lot of views with a compilation like that. All you need to do, steal other YouTubers' content, put that together for whatever game it is, and boom, there you go, monetize it. You're gonna make money, and you're gonna grow really quickly. And eventually, once you've grown large enough, like 10 to 20,000 subscribers, you can start asking your subs to give you their content for you. And then you no longer look like a scumbag. That is how you get to 1 mil subs very quickly. Not very quickly, but you can get to 100,000 very quickly. And I mean, I could, but the only thing is, you must have a major lack of self-respect to be able to do something like that, because it's exploiting the system and you're not creating content, you're compiling it. So I wouldn't be able to do that kind of thing without regrets. It's just a disappointment of the system. And I think there's actually a very good example of that. I think some of you guys might actually know the channel. I still remember it. Spingo. You guys can even search it if you want. Oh wow, okay. He's grown a lot more already. So, Spingo. I last saw his channel about 2 to 3 months ago. Between 2 and 3 months ago, he had about 300 subscribers. Keep that in mind, guys. 300 subscribers. And he was doing exactly what I've said. The funny moments, fails, glitches, montage, compilation, etc. Best, ultimate, all that new. Just put that in the title and you're good to go, you're gonna get views. He started doing that, and I think I made a joke about 4 months ago in one of my very first Lost on Earth live streams. I think it was my very second one, which you can't even see on the channel anymore. I've got that unlisted. But I made a joke in that stream, and I was like, there's not a single channel out there yet that has done one of these compilations, and I could do it if I want to. I'd get hundreds of thousands of views. Easy peasy, because that's how popular this game is. But of course I'm not going to. But I said, watch, there's gonna be at least one channel out there that's gonna do it. And Spingo is the first channel to do that. This channel, despite the very crappy content, has managed to get to 15,000 subscribers. With, like, what? 20 to 30 videos? I mean, like, when your third video on your channel gets 500,000 views, it's not okay. And then his first Funny Moments compilation got 250k. Like, dude. But yeah, it's a problem I've had with YouTube for a long time as a viewer, not as a creator. I've been watching YouTube videos for 5 to 6 years, and I've watched, I'll tell you now, I've watched more YouTube than you guys have. Period. I've got about 20,000 hours of YouTube watched. Probably more. And that's a lot of YouTube. That's a lot over the past 5 to 6 years. But that's what I do most of my time. I watch YouTube. And I used to watch a lot more before I used to make YouTube videos. And it's a very good viewing experience. The only thing that would always be annoying was the clickbait and the compilation channels. Compilation channels are fun, but I've always known that it's not fun for creators because they're either stealing from creators or they're just taking views away from the creators, from the other creators. And it's not that fun, but it's always been a problem on YouTube, and YouTube has never really fixed that. YouTube has always needed to do this one particular thing: promote quality content over clickbait content, and promote content creators over content compilers. It's as simple as that. That's how it should be, but they still haven't done that. And yeah, they're not anywhere near doing that either, because right now they're busy with their, I'm pretty sure it's a self-learning AI, with their whole demonetization thing. It's just chaos. It's chaos. But hopefully one day, maybe in the year 2020, YouTube will get good. And that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I've been talking for 20 to 30 minutes, not really playing. Did answer a couple questions, but I'm probably going to wrap up the stream here. I've done enough farming. I'm prepared for the updates tomorrow. I'm sure you guys are interested in the next update. I'm interested to see what's going to be new. I don't have much hype for it though, because I don't think tomorrow's update is going to be a good one. But I've got a lot of interest in the next one, the second one. But we'll see what's going to arrive, and just hoping it's not going to be disappointing. So make my next title Lost on Earth, featuring Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and Rice Gum. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Get them all views. Alright, well, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream now, and I might stream Warframe in about half an hour or so, half an hour to an hour, depending on how long I take to get it up. But I have to stay up all night tonight, and that's why I want to stream it. And it's been a while since I last streamed Warframe. It's been 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So if you guys want to watch that, you guys are welcome to, but I think it might be late for most of you guys. Sure, most of you guys who are from Europe are probably already sleeping. I don't know if many of you guys who are watching right now are from Europe. It's quite late to be streaming at this hour. But yeah, if you guys do want to watch, I'll be playing some Warframe in a bit. I'm just going to get some water to drink and I'll get ready for it. So I'll see you guys there. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Wasn't too exciting, but I'm sure tomorrow's one will be. And maybe if you're going to watch Warframe, that one's always exciting. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.